took a trip here today, and there's two or three things that I want to do while I'm here. I've kind of been avoiding the area. The road in here, they've got a major construction crew on there. A lot of noise pollution, and number two, there's many bear here. They have a cleaning station, a couple of them up there, and there's bears that come from miles away just to try to get into those bins, right? I've been coming here periodically and off and on through the last month and a half, waiting for, you know, all this stuff to calm down, and it's still just going full force. And yeah, it was a slow drive in, but I remember this place when I was, well, growing up. I only live 2 miles as the crow flies west of here, right? This is where I grew up. And back in the day, there was no roads in here. There was, you know, I mean, it was just local people that took a back little trail into here to, you know, whether it was hunting or fishing or whatever, right? So, and now, where I'm sitting to my right, there's actual a provincial camp site here. You can come and camp. Trolling, a lot of trolling on the lake here. So here we are. And like I said, I imagine people are wondering why Swan Lake. I haven't seen the lake. First, I'd like to actually have a little list here. First, I'd like to thank all of you guys. I feel a little overwhelmed. The channel has grown substantially just in the last month, and there are people I need to thank for that. But I just want to thank all of you guys for being here and sticking around, and I hope you stay with me. I really appreciate the comments, the activity on the videos and the channel. It's amazing. And me, I love talking Bigfoot, right? The Long Island Bigfoot channel. I'd like to thank Mike. I think some of you's come from his channel, and it was one of my subscribers that went there and mentioned to come check out one of my videos, and that brought a lot of people over. So I'd like to thank Mike. Thank you, Mike. Last but not least, I want to thank KYXFILES. That's they're out of Kentucky. They've been supporting me for the last few months now, and we did do a podcast with them, and that was okay. It was my very first time doing something like that, so there was a little bit of nerves involved, but they have been supporting me through this. And if you can, go here, go and check them out. Subscribe if you like what they're doing. I think they're doing a wonderful thing. They're going through the maze, right, and trying to figure things out. And you can also find them on Spotify. I think their podcast is there, and as well the YouTube channel. I'll put the link here below. They're going to do one of my videos, and they're going to analyze the video. And they're very good at this, and I think they have a future in doing things like this. And right there, trying to weed in between what's real, what isn't. I remember when I first got onto, I didn't even know that stuff was out there. My sister had put me onto it, and within the first month of visiting all these different channels and all the content out there, I had a headache, and that was what pulled me into doing what I'm doing right now, because we've been having experiences, for those that don't know, since 1972. And I remember that experience like it was like 2 days ago. It's so fresh in my mind, and I will tell it one day, not today, because I would like to leave this this time and this video for the thank yous and the shout outs and stuff like that. But I will tell that whole story. It was pretty amazing, and I would have been only 4 years old, coming 5. And then periodically through my life, growing up on the farm and growing up out here around these areas, the locations that I take you to, we've been experiencing Bigfoot since then, since 1972. You would not believe. I'm going to show you what's here. Right beside me. You can't be here, little guy. Look at that. Look at that. He was like, standing here listening to me talk for about 5 minutes. This is what I'm talking about. This is one of the reasons why I'm waiting to come and take you guys where I want to take you up in this area. The location here along the lake, around the lake. I just got to watch him now. But we'll go back to doing what we were doing. Okay. Oh man, he's right there. You stay over there. I would say a yearling. Yeah, he was like 12 feet from me, right, watching me from this little bush right to my right here, like maybe 10 feet from me. I heard this breathing, and oh man, at first I thought it was coming from behind me, but I was thinking, okay, this is the water behind me. It would be a beaver or something, but yeah, it's a little bear. But there is a good example of why I have been he's pretty young, right? He could have, his mother could be with him, so I got to keep my head up here. So where were we? Oh my goodness. Deep breaths. I gotta take deep breaths here. I don't want him to come flying at the bush right behind you. Like, I have my camera maybe 3 feet from the bush. There's a lake bank right there, and there's willows right there. I can't see. If he come flying through there, he'd catch me off guard. Like I said, he's looking for that fish stand, and that's what they do here, right? So anyway, and why I wanted to come here too was to show you guys the lake, and this is why I've called it Swan Lake Bigfoot, because everything is, this is like center, right? And the place I want to take you is straight behind me, way up in the hills. There's a mineral lake there. I call it neutral ground because if you go there, you will see bear tracks, grizzly tracks, Bigfoot tracks. We've tracked a Bigfoot in there, moose tracks, elk track, deer, you name it. And this place, there's salt and mineral there, and it's coming from the ground. It doesn't freeze through the winter. It can get to minus 30, minus 40 below here, and that will still be wet, right? And the game trails, I think we counted at one point 10 trails coming from every direction to this spot. And that's why I think it's neutral ground, because everything needs mineral, right? They need the salt and minerals, and that's where I want to go, and I want to take you there. And it's another place that I want to put up one of the trail cams. And I've had a friend of mine put one there, and you should see the animals that he's gotten on his trail cam. It's just like, it's every animal you can think of that is in this area goes there. Structures, there's big structures back in there, and I think this is the same clan right here that's near my home, because the Swan Creek from this lake runs right like a quarter mile from my house, right along our property, and it goes west to that 2-mile location where the red-haired Bigfoot was captured. The debatable red-haired Bigfoot video, we're still discussing it. The more I play that, the more I'm thinking it's not a bear's head and a bear's ear. It's still debatable. And then you know, I get a day later and I'm like, okay, I don't know. Thanks to Mike from Long Island Bigfoot. Big thank you to KYXFILES for your support. The channel's growing so quick and so fast, almost I'm kind of overwhelmed and a little bit in shock. Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting here amazed. But I do thank all of you. But if you can, go check out KYXFILES. Go check out, see what they did. And like I said, if you like what they're doing there, subscribe. And again, thank you all for being here. Signing off from Swan Lake. Bye for now. He's right there. You stay over there.